Hey guys, in this video, Real Sales Dynamics is invited to Solarcon to participate in the Solar Objection competition. We are going to watch 5 of some of the top reps in the industry overcome random objections thrown at them live on stage. So in this video, we're going to break them down piece by piece, things they did well, things they could maybe work on. But most importantly, we need your guys' input below in the comments section. Tell us what you guys think they could have worked on, what they did well, and what our next video should be on. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Let's dive in.
And we got somebody, but you may know on YouTube, Johnny Graham, come on out! So we're going to be doing the Solar Objections Championship. We're going to give these guys a random objection. They're going to go at it and have a minute to answer each question.
Yeah, I told you guys. So if I look for houses and I tell my realtor, hey, I don't want houses with a pool, which house am I not going to look at? Your house, right? So buying a house now is not like in the old days where we had to drive 30, 40 minutes, touch the furniture, look at the bedrooms to see how the layout of the house was. Real estate agents are now real crafty where they take video, 3D imagery. They also take drone footage, right, of the house and the landscaping. What do you think you see when you take a picture of a drone of your home if you have solar? What do you see from that picture? The roof. And what would be on the roof at that point? Panels, right? So if somebody's really against panels in this day and age, that guy probably doesn't have email, he probably doesn't have a cell phone, and he probably doesn't drive a car to work, right? So most people are going to know that solar is the future, so when they see that picture of your home, they're going to know it has solar, and that's our job to educate them and have a real estate agent provide a good service for them.
I love that. What do you guys think?
All right, notes for Joel. What things did he do well? I think he had great analogies. His analogy is that if somebody doesn't want solar on the house, they're probably going to inform the realtor on that fact. So the same way that somebody, if they didn't want a pool in their backyard, maybe they have kids or something and they're worried about the kid jumping into the pool and taking a long swim. And that's pretty easy for the realtor to be able to weed it out. Now, here's something I want us to keep in mind as we go through these. It's really important that you understand that the room was packed out. And with all those people in there and they're all in live time watching you pitch in front of all of your colleagues and people that know the answers to these questions, it's pretty nerve-wracking. So I just want to give all these guys a huge round of applause for just being awesome. The other great things that he has amazing body language. If you watch the way he paces, the way he engages and he talks, he doesn't just talk with his hands and his body, he also speaks very expressively with his face, and he's great at controlling tonality. He's actually a really charming guy. When I met with him and talked with him, I mean, you can definitely see how his sales style and his frame control is really strong. So great work, Joel. He's down in Miami. Let's dive into the next video.
You don't want to take out a loan. Perfect. So did you buy the house cash or?
No, I wish.
Why didn't you buy the house cash if you don't mind me asking?
I don't have enough money, I still want to keep renting.
Okay, no problem. The thing about this, Joe, is it's a little bit different. So with solar financing, it actually allows people to be able to take control of their energy without expending any money out of pocket. It's actually immediately going back into the property, property value increase through the solar panels themselves. So if I could show you that by doing this, it actually adds more money and puts a financial upside to you and your family's pocket versus a downside, would financing the system, because you don't have the cash, seem like a better financial fit versus shelling out money to the utility company?
I never thought about that. What do you guys think?
Another great analogy. You'll notice there's this pattern where every time you get this objection, the rep, and Joel was the same way as well as Rich, will address it and say something like, yep, understood, or got it. Something to acknowledge the fact that the question actually came in. It's really important. Also used another solid analogy. The objection was like he didn't want to take out a loan to buy the system. And then he turned it over to, why don't you buy your house in cash? And the reason for it is there's financing available. Doing a renting versus owning objection, which some of you guys have heard before with, it's really good for the loan. It's a good analogy for sure. And then he also uses an if and then close. If I can show you this, then could we move forward, or would that make sense? That's really good too, to do that. And he also sold on control, like having control over the bill, which I think is something that's going to have to be harped on more and more as time goes on, as these utilities continue to be erratic with their pricing. One of the things that I would say could have been worked on would have been leading questions. So sometimes you don't want to ask questions that are leading to a guaranteed yes. Like you don't want to like lead to an obvious answer to an obvious question, like, hey, what color is the sky? Blue, right? That can come off as a bit patronizing. You want to lead a person to a no. That's actually from Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. I recommend you check it out. It's best to lead your homeowner into a situation which they want to give you an affirmative no. So like, would you want to see your prices continue to increase? No. That's a great way of getting an affirmation for the homeowner, just as an example. But overall, really great. Nice work. Let's keep going through it.
Elizabeth, we don't like the way it looks on the roof, but that's just not bad.
Totally get it. Your neighbor Sarah, do you know her down the street? She's got like the two.
You know Sarah?
Yeah, with the 2 golden retrievers that run around the neighborhood all the time. She felt the same way. What she realized is that she looks at her bank account more than she looks at her roof.
That's great. I love that. What do you guys think?
Excellent work. You can really check her entire vibe is fantastic. She's engaged with the customer. And one of the things that she does too is she doesn't respond immediately to the homeowner's objection. I think that's something that we're often likely to do, especially for really practiced and well-seasoned veterans, is we tend to know the answer to every question because we've heard it 1,000 times, that we're really quick on the draw. And she doesn't do that. One of the things that she does really well is she goes, oh, this is the issue. I totally get it. She like puts a big long totally get it, like completely recognizing what the person just said. And she then builds familiarity immediately. She talks about the neighbor Sarah down the road and the neighbor's dog. She says, he has the 2 little golden retrievers. People walk around the neighborhood with their dogs. They see their other neighbors, and that's a way that they build those connections. And so really great way. She lands it with the neighbor, and then she hits it right into a feel, felt, found. So rather than answering this question directly, she says, I totally get it. Builds familiarity with the neighbor and their dogs, and then pulls them into the feel, felt, found. She's like, yep, Sarah with the 2 golden retrievers, she felt the exact same way. But what she found was that she looks at her bank account more than she looks at her roof. So way to jump at the truth. It was really funny and it was witty. Awesome work, bravo. Keep it up. Let's get to the next one. I'm totally with you. Now, does your financial advisor want to help you with your tax liability, generally speaking? No? Okay. Well, here's your thing. Does the financial advisor just represent you, or do they have other customers as well?
We have many other customers.
Awesome. So I want you to do me a favor. Pull up your phone really quick and give me their contact information. I want to put us in a group chat because I know once I reduce your tax liability, he's going to want to do the same for his other clients too. Wouldn't you think that?
That makes sense.
Perfect. And we have a super sexy referral program that we like to be able to do. So, and once I talk to your financial advisor and he gives me a huge high five for helping you save money on your taxes, and we do the same for your neighbors and all his other clients, you're going to get lots of referral checks coming in from me. So let's save you some money. Can you put us in a group chat really quick?
Let's do it.
Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, I have no idea who that guy is, but one thing I know is for sure is that he's not offering tax or financial advice because he's in no way qualified to do that. So things I did well is, like all the people before me, I addressed that there was an objection ahead of time. And then rather than jumping to respond to it, we set the frame by asking a series of questions. So I said, yes, I agree. Would your financial advisor want to save you money on your tax liability? Is that a good thing? And if that was a victory for you, do you think it would be a victory for others? We set the stage for that. And then we were bold in the offer. So it's important to be bold in your offer. I have 100% conviction in what I'm saying. And so I know that if I can help a client win, whoever I speak to is going to be equally as excited about what I have to say. It's definitely a bold move. It can be a bluff in many cases where the homeowner just goes, you know what, I believe you. I'll talk to him about it later. And you'll watch that just dissipate. Sometimes homeowners are just giving you objections just to see how you respond to them. They're just trying to suss out if you're going to get nervous under certain questions. Because if you're nervous under certain questions, that means you're hiding something. So things that I could have done better was not offering tax advice. I shouldn't have said, I know I'll save you on your tax liability. I should have said, there's a good chance if you pay taxes that you would save some money on your taxes. That's what I should have said, because we're not accountants, we're not allowed to say those things. But we know there's a tax credit in place, so do you, the viewer, so I did want to bring that into the equation for them. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think below. What could I have done better? What did I do well? Did you learn anything? Next.
What kind of phone do you have?
iPhone 14.
You got the iPhone 14. Did you wait for the 14 to come out to get the 14 and just start with the flip phone and then just switch straight to the 14, or did you get another iPhone before that?
No, I like the 12 before that.
So you would have got the 12 before that. What'd you have before that?
10.
10, and it just kind of kept going?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to just put this in perspective. My number one goal right now, if you're guessing my number one goal is sizing the system correctly for you, is what do you think that is?
I'm not sure.
Get you all your power from solar.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So if the technology changes in the future, let's say in 10 years we have this new nanotechnology that just does something with AI that I don't understand, and it just all works out, but you're getting all the power you need from your solar system in those 10 years, is there any reason you want to change those panels?
If I have all the electricity I need, there's no reason why I would want more.
The only thing that's going to change in 10 years is that tax credit's going to be gone, net metering is going to go away, just like they did in California, just like they did in Hawaii. They're going to change everything, so the deal we have today will just be gone. Does that make sense?
100%. What do you guys think?
All right, let's dive into Mr. Alex Smith's. All right, so he did a great job with his analogy. The concept he was trying to really push was that if it's not broken, don't fix it. If your panels are working great in 10 years, then why would you update them in those 10 years? So he's talking, it's a really good way of being able to break it down. There's not that much innovation that really happens in solar to justify having to update your panels every few years, if that makes any sense. And he also did a really good job building urgency, discussing the ending of net metering in many states. Like here in our state in California, net metering has taken a huge hit. Hawaii, it's mostly been shut down. And so he's doing a good job saying, hey, look, the tax credits are ending. We need to build urgency in getting this done sooner than later. And if it's not broken, why fix it? And so that's his overall breakdown. The only thing I would say is just maybe use a different analogy, not cell phones. Maybe a better analogy to use would be appliances. But other than that, dude, excellent work, Alex. Keep crushing it.
We have a winner, everybody. The winner of the 2023
son of a bitch.
Objection Championship is Melissa Roman.
Nice work, nice work. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. We appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe if you got value out of this video, if you helped learn how to overcome maybe an objection or learned what not to say. Don't forget too, we are hiring. We're hiring in Los Angeles, San Diego, the Bay Area, soon to be Houston, really soon. So put your applications in if you're looking to work with us in Houston, as well as the infamous Tampa and most of all of Orlando. So if you're interested in working with us and working with the best, please fill out the link below, put in your information and a quick reason as to why we should hire you, and we'll be sure to call you back. Thank you guys. See you next week.